Hi, I'm here in the studio at the end day in East Coast Art Studios, and I'm just going to make a video of Mita painting here, and we're going to talk a bit about her work. As always, the studio has loads of stuff going on. We've got figurative work, people starting landscape work. You can see behind me here, some people doing drawing, painting, but I'm mainly going to focus on, and I've got paint I can see here everywhere. Anyway, I'm around. Okay, so we're going to talk about this painting in a second, but I want to show you Mita's painting here. So in this one here, we're doing like traditional kind of Irish landscape. And one of the key people I asked her to look at, just zoom out, one of the key people I've asked her to look at was Sean Keating's skies. And we're trying to find a really organic way of her working. I would say Mita's style that really suits her is alla prima. So we're thinking Monet, you're thinking some of the Russian painters that I love. But another thing I noticed was when she did her skies, how free and just, you know, how warm and free they were, and that they reminded me of certain Sean Keating skies. Like, look at this area here. Really great, luscious paintwork there, and the clouds there. Look at the richness of the blues. And where is that, Mita, by the way?
That is Connemara National Park.
Okay, Connemara National Park. Okay, and now one of the things we're moving towards is we're then moving towards this idea of moving into abstraction and abstract expressionism. So you can see here we've just thrown in a simple wooden frame, and we're showing the abstraction of a particular image. So could you get the image, please? Thank you. And so we're looking at the painting there, and one of the things I love to do is to turn images around in different directions so you can see how those images change. So if you hold the image up there, please, for me. Just here. Yep, it's perfect. So one of the things I advise is to photograph reflections, seaweed, different things like that. And now we're going to change the piece. So I'm going to give the camera to you, and you can film me here. You want to go in front? Yep. Yeah. Make sure you can see me. Is it on 5? Okay, great. Okay. So I just want to show the piece then. Can you see everything? Maybe go back a little. Yeah. And so I'm now going to turn the piece. So this is the way the piece is being painted. And I'm now going to alter the gravity of the work. Completely change it. Okay. Out of the way. And you can really see how this transforms the work. That when can you see both me and the piece, okay? How the piece is completely transformed when you do that. And this is playing with the gravity of the piece. Certain things that were light can now become heavy. Certain things that were heavy can feel like they're floating. So it's really interesting the tension that can create. I'm now going to turn the piece. Let's go for the fun, the opposite direction here. And so some of the decisions that were added when you look at someone like Richard Diebenkorn, so you can keep following there, and we'll get, let's get Richard Diebenkorn here, and I especially want to get the one of the cityscape. So here we go here. So can you see those two together, please, with your painting? So you can go up close in these with the camera, make sure to tap the screen so it's in focus. And you need to go on to, and then follow this one. Yep. And now I'm going to take the camera, please. And I'm going to go in close then on the work. So I want people to see that relationship of Richard Diebenkorn to this. And one of the key brushstrokes just added there by Mita is here, look. And then I want you to look at the Diebenkorn. Look there. The greens, the breakup of space, or here. And then we'll go back in again. I really like, I'm going to just zoom out a little. I really like these shapes there. Look at that. Really beautiful abstract space there. These shapes here. Really like the addition of the green here as well. Okay, we're now going to look in a different direction again. Just hold it there, please. We're going to put it, am I right, that's upside down?
That's upside down.
So now the piece is upside down based on how it was done. Once again, it's just so interesting what happens. The orange feels like it's lifting up this way compared to how it was before. It might feel like it's falling if it's that way, but here it looks like it's lifting up. The beautiful green added here, these were finishing touches. This has a dialogue with that, with this. The green here is a beautiful dialogue with here and here, but it's the richest green within that whole area going through the canvas. Yeah, I think this is a really cool painting. My favorite way, I can't remember, but it's definitely one of these. And I know that's not how it's painted, but that's the fun of it. It's not how it's painted. So what? Like if I am breaking into abstraction from doing traditional landscape painting, I'm going to be open to everything. I'm going to go, look, let's just see what works, man. I'm open to everything and see, you know, what way this goes. I love the way things look like they're floating, and I also like when it's like a petri dish. These look like cells or bacteria. I like that it can be many different things. Okay, thank you. Bye.